points on the board. Your score at halftime, Independence Bulldogs 19, Ottawa Lady Cyclones 14. Back in 2 minutes, you're listening to Lady Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. While making funeral arrangements, we hear some of the most delightful stories. We hope you record those stories to pass down to future generations. Dangle & Son sets the standard in funeral service.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Exergen wants you to know about an important study just released by the FDA. It confirms what the medical community has known all along. Non-contact thermometers are not accurate, and they fail to meet FDA requirements for accuracy in labeling. With new strains of COVID on the rise, we can't afford to tolerate the rampant false temperature readings from non-contact thermometers. You need Exergen thermometers because they are accurate and backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
All of us at Kansas State Bank thank you for seeing the value of what a hometown bank means to our community. This is Bank President Roger Maxwell, and we've done our best during these most trying times to be here for you and your banking needs. For over 100 years, Kansas State Bank has known the value of the past, the importance of the present, and the innovation of the future. Kansas State Bank, member FDIC.
Quality Structures is helping you build the rural American dream today. No more some days. Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Welcome back to halftime at the Burlington Invitational Tournament. We are on the girls' side of the bracket now, and the Ottawa Lady Cyclones trail the Independence Lady Bulldogs 19-14 at halftime. A tale of two quarters, if you will. After one quarter, Independence had a 13-3 lead over the Cyclones. Ottawa in that first quarter just couldn't get anything to fall. Good looks just weren't falling. The only basket in the first quarter was Sophia Ficken's three-pointer. But in the second quarter, Ottawa outscores the Bulldogs 11-6, and that was led by the efforts of Foster Nichols, who has 5 points in the second quarter, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. So Nichols coming through with some defensive effort and some points, and thus we have a 19-14 score at half. We'll take another 2-minute timeout, come back, talk more about this ball game, and recap the boys' game earlier tonight for the Ottawa Cyclones. Tell you what's coming up also this week on KOFO as far as more sports coverage, where you get most of it in East Central Kansas. You're listening to Lady Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
What's a biz jockey? You'll find out this Thursday when we cross local businessmen and women with a disc jockey. All you got to do is talk, right? Only on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones!
Airport at 1538 South Main has served Ottawa since 1977 with cuts, styling, coloring, and more. They're open Monday through Friday till 7 and Saturday till 3. Walk-ins are welcome, or call Airport for an appointment at 242-5971.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Neosho County Community College begins their spring semester tomorrow, and we'll be there live to talk to students and staff. Our live remote broadcast starts at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, only on KOFO.
Welcome back. It's halftime. Ottawa Lady Cyclones trail the Independence Lady Bulldogs at 19-14 at halftime. Just a reminder, coming up this week on KOFO as far as our sports coverage goes. Tomorrow we're bringing you Ottawa University Braves men's and women's basketball at St. Mary's. They take on the Spires. Road action for the Braves in the KCAC. Ladies' tip is at 6 o'clock. Men's will be at 8 o'clock. You can catch it here on KOFO 1220, 103.7 FM, also online at KOFO.com. Then on Thursday, we invite you to join us at Primetime Grill at 7:06 for Hoop Talk. That's where Luke Queen sits down and talks with OU head basketball coaches Tarnisha Scott and Aaron Siebenthal. So we'll have a lot to talk about after the St. Mary's game on Wednesday. That's Hoop Talk on Thursday at Primetime Grill at 7:06. Friday, we'll be back at the Burlington Invitational. Not sure what time for either the boys and girls yet. That will, of course, be decided after all the games are completed tonight. There is another set of games after this one tonight. So after those are done, we will know when the Cyclones play, boys and girls, on Friday. We'll bring you that action on KOFO and KOFO.com. And then on Saturday, again, more action in the Burlington Invitational. It'll be all wrapped up on Saturday. Boys and girls will play, depending middle school, high school, and depending on time on what they do the rest of the week. We'll also have OU basketball again on Saturday at 5 o'clock. The Lady Braves will take on the Kansas Wesleyan Lady Coyotes at Wilson Fieldhouse on the OU campus. So it's a 5 o'clock tip on Saturday for OU's women and 7 o'clock for the OU men. Again, that action on KOFO and or KOFO.com. So a full week still ahead of us of sports coverage, and a second half still in front of us here with the Ottawa Lady Cyclones trailing the Independence Lady Bulldogs 19-14 at halftime. Back with more after this. You're listening to Lady Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
When a nasty cold keeps you up all night, Vicks NyQuil Severe gives you powerful relief from your worst cold and flu symptoms, which changes a night that sounds like this into a night that sounds more like this. Ah, that's better. NyQuil Severe. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, sore throat, stuffy head, aching, fever, best sleep with a cold, medicine. Use as directed.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Dr. Mike Hyatt with Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic says that nearly $135 billion is spent on neck and low back pain relief every year in the U.S. Let them provide cost-effective, drug-free treatment for your pain. Call 785-242-BACK for your consultation.
What's the value of your real estate? Hepner Appraisal Service in Ottawa has been providing real estate appraisals for individuals, banks, and lending institutions for more than 40 years. Jim, Wade, and Scott are proud to support the Ottawa Cyclones. Visit HepnerAppraisal.com.
Carol Morgan came to Arvest Bank needing to get a loan. Let's hear what happens.
So Carol, good news. You're approved for this loan and at this interest rate.
Yay, that's great.
You also mentioned you have some credit card debt. Would you be interested in rolling that into this loan so you're paying off that credit card at this same rate?
Really?
Yep, then it's all just one payment instead of two.
Wow, that's
helpful?
Very helpful.
Personal loans made easy. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
Cyclone's first half offense supplied by Sophia Fick, and she's got 5 points. She hit a three-pointer in the first. She had a bucket in the second, but then she sat down with 2 fouls. And Foster Nichols was really the big spark in the second quarter for the Lady Cyclones. She's got 5 points all in that quarter, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. For the Independence Lady Bulldogs, 5 points apiece from Abby Bailey, the 5'8" senior, and then 5 points from Anaya McPherson on a 3 and a 2. So those are your leading scorers in the ball game tonight. We'll see what happens with second half action in 1 minute. We'll be back with Lady Cyclone basketball on KOFO.
My name is Darby Whitell. I'm from Ottawa, Kansas. I'm studying biology, and I'm a freshman at Ottawa University. I didn't expect how involved I would feel coming here. It's almost kind of like its own community. I'm very close with my family, like my parents, my brothers, my grandparents. Like, they're all my big support systems, and they can come see my sporting events. Coming here was one of the best decisions I could have made.
The right decision for you is Ottawa University. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu.
If you're a propane customer, make sure your propane system is operating safely by having it inspected by a qualified service technician. If you've run out of propane or had an interruption of service, your propane supplier is required to test your propane system to ensure that it is leak-free and safe. Each family member should know what propane smells like and what to do in the event of a gas leak. Call your propane supplier for additional information. This message brought to you by this station and the Kansas Propane Education and Research Council, Greg Knoll, Executive Director.
Lady Cyclones start the second half with a 5-point deficit, 19-14, at the hands of the Independence Lady Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs have the basketball to start the second half. They'll go from our right to left as we see it here in second half action. Lady Bulldogs in their black shorts and tops, Lady Cyclones in white, being the higher seed, and we're underway in second half action. Here's Riley Reichenberger for the Bulldogs. She's going to launch a three to start things off in the second half. She's going to miss, and the Cyclones grab the rebound. So quickly up the floor with a chance to cut into this lead. Up top, here's Keebaugh. Right side to Evans. Foster Nichols up top. She'll reset the offense. Hadel on the right side. Looks inside. Tried to get it to Emery Keebaugh inside. Couldn't do so. So Kirsten Evans will take over and reset it up top. Right side to Hadel. Free throw line extended. There's Keebaugh again down the lane. Not there. Skip pass now to Evans on the far side. Up top to Hadel. Sophia Ficken in the lane. Trying to seal her defender. She does. She's going to turn. No shot, but she's going to find Hadel with a three on the right side. That's going to come up short. That ball may have been tipped by the defender. Bulldogs have the basketball. Here's Reichenberger now. Left-handed shot, three-pointer, and that one's good. So she's 1 for 2 to start the second half. This one was a three. Riley Reichenberger now 7 in the ball game, and it's a 22-14 lead in favor of Independence. Here's Ficken now. Thought about a three top of the key, pulls back, and now we're going to have a foul. For those kind of fouls that drive coaches crazy, that's Tion Johnson, her first personal foul on the Bulldogs, and that's 22 feet away from the basket as Ficken starts to dribble, and she reaches in and creates the foul. Cyclone basketball underneath, pass inbounded to Hadel. She takes a shot, and she's fouled. Shot didn't go, so she'll get 2. Personal foul on Stover. That's Stover's second. Hadel at the free throw line. Ball rims out, no good. Brooklyn Hadel usually very consistent at that free throw line. She misses the first of 2. Here comes the second one. And that one rolls in. So Brooklyn 1 for 2. Her first point of the night, 22-15 in favor of Independence over the Lady Cyclones. Reichenberger gets it across half court to Johnson. Johnson inside on the break. Tries to make the pass inside to Stover, and she's going to be fouled. Hadel with the foul for the Cyclones. Brooklyn's first. Team's first. Bulldog basketball under their own basket. Inbound. And there's a reach on Nichols. So now 2 quick fouls against the Cyclones. Foster Nichols picks up her first. Bulldogs inbound the basketball in front of their own bench. Evans guarding the inbound. Pass comes into Etchison. Etchison on the right side on the dribble. Gets it to Reichenberger. She'll launch another three. Same spot, same result. Reichenberger with 2 threes now in this third quarter. 10 on the night, and it's a 10-point lead for the Bulldogs. Cyclones need some offense. They outscored the Bulldogs 11-6 in that second period. We have a foul on the play. This is going to go into the Bulldogs. Reichenberger picks up her second. Cyclone basketball underneath their own basket. Evans to throw it in, close to the bench. Gets it into Nichols, and now a steal by Johnson for the Bulldogs. So a turnover on the Cyclones, trailing by 10. Bulldog basketball. Here's a steal on the other end by Evans on the block. She's going to give up to Nichols, a fast break shot, and it falls in for Foster Nichols. Good pass from Kirsten Evans to Foster. 25-17 the score. Bulldogs to get it across half court. Now they do. Reichenberger far side where she's hit those 2 threes. Here's Johnson. Posts up in the lane. Shot no good. Hadel with a rebound for the Cyclones. Kicks it out to Evans. Evans down the court to Nichols. Nichols up, and the shot falls. Beautiful fast break that time of the Lady Cyclones. That ball hit the ground maybe once, and they went the length of the floor and we've got a timeout. It's a full timeout called by Independence. Your score, Bulldogs 25, Lady Cyclones 19. 60-second timeout. We're back with more Lady Cyclone basketball on KOFO.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
We crossed a local business owner with a disc jockey. What did we get? A biz jockey. We invite you to join us this Thursday when local business owners take over our airwaves as biz jockeys. They'll play the music they want, share your news and weather, have a laugh or two. Oh, and they might talk a little about their business. Don't miss your favorite biz jockey coming this Thursday only on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Foster Nichols providing the offensive support tonight for the Lady Cyclone. She's got 9 in the ball game. She's got 4 in this quarter, and she was the beneficiary of a pass from Kirsten Evans on that fast break for the Cyclones. That great rebound, outlet to Evans, down the floor to Nichols, one dribble and up, and that's how a fast break should work. The Lady Cyclones now running the basketball and running the floor, and they trail by 6, 25-19. 5:24 on the clock, third quarter. First round action from the Burlington Invitational Tournament. Derek Chappell in for Gary Bateman tonight. We're glad you could join us. Independence basketball, and Bailey with the ball now, picked up by Evans out top. Here's Reichenberger. She's hit 2 threes in this quarter. Left-handed dribble. She's cut off by Kebaugh. Here's McPherson for Independence. On the dribble, loses the ball. Nichols in there with it. Hadel as well. We're going to have a tie-up, and that ball's going to go to the Lady Cyclones. So Hadel ties her up. Nichols is the one that knocked it away. And I tell you what, Foster Nichols is playing on both ends of the floor tonight very aggressively and very well. Brooklyn Hadel now, free throw line. Gets it off to Ficken. Ficken's going to drive inside. Off the heel, no good. Boy, tough night for Sophia around the rim. Rebound comes down to the Bulldogs. Reichenberger gets it up the floor. Here's McPherson on the far side. She's going to drive, and she travels first. Turnover Bulldogs. Lady Cyclones have it, trailing by 6. Trailed by 10 at the end of the first quarter. Trailed by 5 at halftime. A couple of threes by Reichenberger, the difference so far in this third quarter. Here's a drive and a shot in by Brooklyn Hadel. Hadel with 3 points on the night. And it's a 4-point ball game. Bulldog basketball now. Here's a 3-point shot taken by Independence. No good. Ficken on the rebound. Cyclones with the chance here to cut into that lead. Get it to 1 or 2, depending on the shot here. Here's Hadel in front of her own bench. Left-hand dribble, goes back out to the top of the key to Evans. Directing traffic now to Ficken, far side. Foster Nichols, free throw line extended. Ficken up top. Not a lot of movement right now with the Cyclone offense. Evans up top with the basketball, looks inside. Nowhere to go, backs it out. Hadel, far side. Ficken on the cut. Ficken thought about the shot. Gets it off to Nichols. She's going to drive, shoot, no good. Rebound comes down to the Cyclones. In and out on the shot by Brooklyn Hadel. Boy, she had a stick back right there, but that ball just rolled off the rim, no good. Bulldogs come away with it. Here's McPherson on the other end for Independence. An air ball. Rebound comes down to Stover. She's going to go back up, but they're going to call a foul on the Cyclones on the follow. It's going on Kirsten Evans, her first. Third team foul against the Cyclones. Haley Stover at the free throw line, senior for Independence. She'll shoot 2. First one is up and down, good. Stover's first points of the night come from the charity stripe. Evans checks out for a breather, replaced in the Ottawa lineup by Joanna Jan. Second free throw coming for Stover now for the Bulldogs. And that one off the heel, no good. Long rebound comes back out to Stover. So Bulldogs retain with a 5-point lead after the missed free throw. Reichenberger out top, sets it up for the Bulldogs. Behind the back dribble, picks it up now up top, nowhere to go. Goes on top of the key, and we're going to have a foul. Foster Nichols with that aggressive play. Tried to make the steal. Official said she caught the arm first. Foster picks up her second foul of the night. 3:06 to play, third period. Cyclones trail by 5. Here's Bulldogs out top. Bailey with the basketball on the dribble. Goes around her defender all the way to the basket, stops 6 feet away, and pops. Abby Bailey with a 2-point basket. And it's a 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. Here's Jan now. Gets it inside. Hadel makes the pass inside to Nichols, and there's a foul against the Bulldogs. It's going to go against Bailey. If it is, that's her fourth team foul. That is her third foul of the night. Cyclones being aggressive, trying to find that inside cut. Here's an inbounds pass after the foul. This is going to be Sophia Ficken. 3-point basket, baseline is good. Sophia with her second 3 of the night. The Cyclones are down by 4. Here's a foul away from the basket. Emery Keebaugh, a little too aggressive on the defensive coverage, 32 feet away. So Emery picks up her second foul of the night. Cyclones with 5 personal fouls here in the quarter. Bulldogs with 4. Independence on the inbound. Bailey now all the way to the basket. Blocked by Ficken. Bailey gets it back. Good defense with Ficken with 2 fouls there on the block. Here's a 3-point try, and up and down. Etchison with 3. Her second one of the night. Back to a 7-point lead. Ficken left side with the basketball for the Lady Cyclones. Looks for keep on the cut. She's got her. Here's Emery up, and ball goes out of bounds, but it's tipped off the Bulldogs. Cyclones retain possession. Got a substitution now. Richards back into the ball game. She replaces Foster Nichols. Nichols with a well-deserved breather here. Sure she won't be out long. Jan to throw it in for the Cyclones under their own basket. She gets it into Keebaugh. Keebaugh shot up off the heel, no good. Rebound comes down to the Bulldogs, and we're going to have a foul. Boy, that's a tough foul for Sophia Ficken. Wrong place, wrong time. She just reached up for the rebound, and the defender got the ball and kind of came into her. Nonetheless, she's right there, so that's her third personal foul. Bulldogs up the court. Here's Stover, 16-footer, no good. Rebound on the deck, comes out to Independence. She's going to try it again, this time blocked by Ficken. Boy, gutsy play there with 3 fouls to block that shot. Ficken brings it all the way up. Hadel, right side. Back out to Ficken. She's going to pull a 3 and hit it. Sophia Ficken, 6 points here in this third quarter. And it's back to a 4-point ball game. And, almost a travel by the Bulldogs. She gets the pass off, gets it off to Stover. Out top now. Here's a 3-point try, and up and down for Etchison. Boy, they have an answer for the Cyclone threes. They'll just chuck their own. Just like that. It's a 4-point game, 7-point game. 34-27 in favor of Independence. Here's a pass inside to Ficken. She's tied up, gets it back out to Keebaugh. Hadel, Richards up top. Right side Keebaugh, almost stolen by the Bulldogs. Keebaugh loses the handle, gets it over to Jan up top. Johanna will set it up. Keebaugh right side. Emery above her head. Here's a pass inside to a cutting Brooklyn. Hadel goes up with a shot and will shoot 2. Hadel foul on the way. Up with the basketball. Good cut that time. Independence foul on 23. That's McPherson. That's her third. Brooklyn Hadel at the free throw line. Shooting 2. First one rattles in and out for Brooklyn. Makes her 1 of 3 on the night. Ella Keebaugh replacing Emery Keebaugh in the lineup for the Cyclones. Second shot for Hadel. And that one is good. 3 of 4 from the free throw line for Brooklyn Hadel tonight. 5 points in the ball game. 34-28. We're under a minute to play, third quarter. Independence with the basketball. Here's Johnson. She goes up off the side of the backboard, right back to her. She's going to kick it back out. Right side, 7-footer, no good. Rebound, Cyclones. Jan across half court for the Lady Cyclones now. Sets up the offense. Goes right side to Brooklyn Hadel. Holds the ball. Looks inside for Ficken. She's got her. Here's Richards. Chucks a 3 from the top. Off the glass. No good. Tries to follow her own shot. Bulldogs come down with it. 15 seconds to play, third quarter. 34-28 in favor of Independence. Cyclones trail by 5.5. They're down by 6 now. 3, 2, 1. Reichenberger chucks a 3 at the buzzer. No good. And that's the end of 3 quarters of play. Your score after 3, Independence 34, Ottawa Lady Cyclones 28. Fourth quarter action. Don't miss it. Come right back. You're listening to Ottawa Lady Cyclone basketball on KOFO.
Do you have taxiety? That uncertain feeling before doing your taxes? Filing on your own or choosing the wrong partner can be stressful. Connect with Liberty Tax and then just breathe in and cash out.
Pay no out-of-pocket expenses.
Sounds like a mantra.
Visit StopTaxiety.com to schedule your appointment and say farewell to the stress of tax season. Liberty Tax. Let's end taxiety. At participating locations, terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Creamy nut butter makes it delightfully sweet. Roasted nuts make it perfectly salty. Get 2 great tastes in one delicious bar. Enjoy a Nature Valley sweet and salty nut bar today.
Would you like to attract a new generation of customers and establish brand loyalty for years to come? You can when you advertise on KOFO. Get started today by calling 242-1220 or email KOFO@KOFO.com. KOFO Marketing, helping you do business.
Well, it was good and bad for the Lady Cyclones in the third quarter. They doubled their score. At halftime, they had 14 points. They scored 14 in the third quarter. That's the good side. The bad side is they gave up 15 to the Bulldogs of Independence. So your score after 3, 34-28 in favor of Independence. But this game well within reach for the Lady Cyclones. They've never had a lead in this ball game. They'll look to have that in about 7 minutes and 53 seconds if they can. Atchison with the basketball up top. Gets off to Reichenberger. Atchison pulls up the dribble. Nowhere to go. Now she's bailed out by Valey. Left side Stover. Reichenberger with the basketball near side. Guarded by Evans. Stover near side on the dribble. Left-handed pass inside. We're going to have a foul inside. That's going to go on Ella Kibaugh. Went for the steal, got the arm. That's Ella's first personal foul. Hadel checks back in for the Lady Cyclones. But it's 17 fouls against Ottawa, so the Bulldogs are shooting 1-1 the rest of the night. At the free throw line to do so, Tion Johnson. She's yet to be at the stripe tonight. This will be her first. Shooting a 1-1. Shot up, off the heel, no good. Rebound comes down to Kirsten Evans. Long down-court pass, finds Foster Nichols. Near side. Inside pass from Ficken to Hadel is good. 2-point basket by Brooklyn Hadel. Good ball movement that time by the Lady Cyclones getting the ball up the floor. 4-point game again. Let's see if they can get a stop this time. The last few times they've cut the lead to 4. The Bulldogs have hit a 3. And here's a 3-point try, off no good. And we have a foul on the rebound against the Bulldogs. So Ottawa gets a stop with that 4-point deficit, and this time we'll see if they can cut into it. Fouls on Haley Stover. That's her third personal foul. 6 team fouls. So Cyclones will be shooting 1 in the bonus next time. That the Bulldogs foul as well. Cyclone basketball. Here's Nichols, and she walked with it. Well, that's been the bugaboo for this Lady Cyclones here in the second half. They've cut that lead down to 4 and just can't get a score on the other end. This time they turn it over and give it back to the Bulldogs. Let's see if they can get another stop. Brooklyn Hadel with a defensive effort. Looked like she knocked it off of Reichenberger's leg, but they say it went off Brooklyn's foot, so Bulldogs retain possession. Just underway, fourth quarter. Lady Cyclones trail 34-30. Johnson inbounds. Far side now to Etchison. Here's Reichenberger with a long shot blocked. Evans got a piece of that. Cyclones come away with the basketball. Quickly up the floor. Here's Richards with it now. She's going to go all the way to the basket, and it's blocked. So we're going the other way. Here's Independence with the basketball after the block shot. Stop, shoot, no good. Rebound comes down to the Bulldogs. Up, no good. Johnson on the rebound. Now she's going to pass it off to Etchison. She takes a shot, no good. And Lady Cyclones do their job. They get the ball back. Hold Independence. So now let's see if we can cut into that 4-point lead again. 6 minutes, 6 seconds to play in this ball game. Richards, far side with the basketball. Free throw line extended. Now she goes on the dribble. Cross-court pass to Evans. It's stolen by the Bulldogs. Reichenberger, left side, up and no good. And we're going to have a blocking foul against the Lady Cyclone. Check who that foul is on. I believe that's on Brooklyn Hadel. And if it is, that's her second. Yes, that's her second foul. So 2 free throws for Riley Reichenberger. She's 2 for 2 at the stripe tonight. Left-hander eyes it, and off the heel, no good. Reichenberger had 2 threes in the third. She'll eye the rim for the second free throw now. And same result. Clings it right off the back. But she runs down her own rebound on the far side. She's tied up and gets the ball away. So, boy, Ottawa can't take advantage on the 2 missed free throws to give the ball right back to Independence. Bailey with a 3-point shot near side. And it's good. Boy, that's the story here so far. And Matt Skirman's going to call a timeout for the Lady Cyclones and talk it over. 5:37 to play. Your score, Independence 37, Lady Cyclones 30. Back after the 60-second timeout, you're listening to Lady Cyclone basketball on KOFO.
Ottawa Bible Church is a growing and thriving gospel-centered church. I'm Dave Edwards, a member of OBC, and I'd like to invite you to join us each Sunday morning as we gather for a rich sense of community, lively worship, and the expository preaching of the Word of God. We offer a mid-morning breakfast at 8:45, adult and children's Sunday school at 9:15, and services are at 8 and 10:15. More about us can be found at ottawabiblechurch.com. We hope to see you soon.
They can't buy it if they don't know you have it. Introduce a new product or reestablish an old one with advertising on KOFO. Get started today by calling 242-1220 or email kofo@kofo.com. KOFO Marketing, helping you do business.
5 minutes, 37 seconds left to play in this ball game for the Ottawa Lady Cyclones, and the story has just been not being able to get over that hump when they've cut it to 4 3 or 4 times in this half. The Cyclones have come back, played great defense, cut it down to 4, and then they turn it over and miss a shot, and the result has been an Independence Bulldog three-pointer, and another one right there, and so the lead is 7. So if the Cyclones can get over that hump when they get to 4, if they can get over that hump and get a basket or 2, cut it to 1, it's going to be a lot better story, but they've got to be able to do that, and so far it's been a tale of just not being able to get that done. Here's Kirsten Evans now. Brings it up the floor, tries to go inside to Ficken, and it's thrown away. Independence with the basketball. Cyclones turn it over after the timeout. Bulldogs now. Here's a shot by Stover. 15-footer is good. Haley Stover wide open at the free throw line. Hits the jumper, and it's a 9-point lead for the Bulldogs. Evans, left side now. Here's Ficken. Thought about the 3, pulls it back, comes near side. Here's Keybaugh. She's going to throw it off the rim, and it's good. Emery Keybaugh with a 3-point basket that hit the front of the rim, up off the backboard, down on the front of the rim, and then falls in. So 39-33 the score. Here's Independence on the other end. Johnson up, goes over Ficken, and that's going to be Sophia's 4th personal foul. Ficken picks up number 4. That's 9 team fouls. So now a decision here for Coach Skirman. 4:51 to play. Do you leave her in, or do you take her out for a short period of time? You're down 39-33 at this point. Johnson at the free throw line for the Bulldogs. She'll shoot 2. That one's up and down. Tion Johnson, 5'9" sophomore, 3rd point of the night. She'll have 1 more. Ficken does come out of the ball game. She's replaced by Ella Keybaugh. Johnson's 2nd free throw. Short. Rebound to Evans. 7-point ball game. Cyclone basketball. There's Richards far side now. Out top, Emery Keybaugh with the basketball. Comes to the near side to Hadel. Hadel's going to pull up from 15 and hit it. Brooklyn Hadel, 2 points. That's 4 for her in the quarter. 9 in the ball game. 5-point ball game now. Independence. Here's a 3-point basket, and it's good. That's Abby Bailey, her 2nd 3 of the 4th quarter. Cyclones trail by 8. Inbounds pass to Richards and a foul. It's going to go against Independence. Going to go on Bailey. That's her 4th. So she'll come out of the ball game. She'll be replaced by Mania McPherson, who's got 5 points on the night. Seventh team foul against the Independence Lady Bulldogs, so Marissa Richards goes to the free throw line for the Lady Cyclones. She'll shoot a 1-and-1. First one up, and good. Richards' first free throw of the night. She'll have one more. 43-36 in favor of the Bulldogs over the Lady Cyclones. 4:12 to play in this ball game. And we've got a whistle and a lane violation on the second free throw against the Cyclones. So lead is 7. Independence has the lead and the basketball. Stover has it. Thought about the three, pulls back, gives it up to Reichenberger. Reichenberger out top. She's content to just bring the ball back out and set up the offense. She goes over the top to Johnson now on a pick and roll. Now to Stover from 18 feet left side. That's short. Tipped out of bounds. Johnson tries to save it, and it belongs to the Lady Cyclones. Ficken back into the ball game. Also, Foster Nichols checks back in. Nichols been the offensive spark plug along with Brooklyn Hadel here in this second half. And they're going to need more of that. They're going to cut into this 7-point deficit with 3:45 to play. Here's Evans now on the dribble. And we're going to have an offensive foul. Ella Keeball went to set the pick for Kirsten Evans. The official said she moved. Turnover Cyclones. Second on Ella. Reichenberger now with the basketball for the Bulldogs. Hounded on defense. She gives it off to Etchison. She's guarded by Evans. Stover up top. Back to Etchison. Etchison goes around. Got around Ficken with 4 fouls. Made the pass inside to Johnson, and she reaps the reward with 2 points. And it's a 45-36 lead now for Independence. Kirsten Evans now far side, left-handed dribble. Goes inside to Ficken, and she's fouled. Johnson with her second. So Sophia will have a 1-and-1 opportunity. Check. Yeah, 1-and-1. Always good to get points with the clock stops, so you want to make the free throws here. Sophia's first free throw, up and good. It's her first time at the charity stripe tonight. She knocks the first one down. 12 points for Sophia on the night. Second shot. Off the heel, no good. Rebound fought for, and comes up with Independence Johnson with it, and Foster Nichols fouls her in the backcourt. Foster's third personal foul. 8-point ball game, 2:59 to play. Cyclones need some offense and some stops. So Tion Johnson will go to the free throw line shooting 2. She's 1 of 2. First free throw from Johnson. Front of the rim, no good. Emery Keeba, number 1, checks back in for Ella Keeba. Second free throw coming for Tion Johnson now. And the second one is good. 1 of 2, 2 of 4. Check that on the night for Tion Johnson for the Bulldogs. 46-37, 9-point game. Just under 3 minutes to play for the Cyclones. There's a pass inside to Ficken. Spin move. She goes up, and she's fouled. Went left, came back right, got fouled on the shot. Stops the clock. She'll have a chance to put some points on the board. So it's going to be an Etchison. That's her second. 9th team foul, so one more, and it's a double bonus all the rest of the way for both teams. But Ficken shooting on this one, so she'll have 2 here. First one rattles around and out. She'll have one more. Chance to cut it to an 8-point deficit. And she does. Second free throw is good for Sophia Ficken. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. It's going to be Independence. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. Come back for the last 2:49 of this ball game. You're listening to Lady Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Parenting doesn't come with a manual, so if you are currently raising children you no doubt could use a little help. Whether you have a child who is potty training, a strong-willed 5-year-old, colicky newborn, or rebellious teen, Life Care Center of Ottawa offers free parenting education to any parent of any age child. Not only that, while you are learning, you are also earning the resources you need to help care for your children, all at no cost to you. Call us today at 785-242-4500 to start becoming the mom or dad you were designed to be.
Enjoy your Red Dirt Song of the Day every weekday morning at 8:55. Brought to you by Grandpa Barry's Guitars on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Well, the Lady Cyclones are set for a stretch run here. They trail 38-46 at the hand of the Independence Lady Bulldogs. Lady Cyclones at 5-1, the number 4 seed in this tournament. Independence at 5-2, the number 5 seed. It's been a pretty evenly matched ball game tonight. If you don't spot that first quarter, if you don't spot 10 points for the Bulldogs, you're right in this ball game. You're down 9, you're down 8 right now. Independence basketball. Got to go to the length of the floor. Trouble getting it in. They do so. It's Eichison on the dribble. Nichols guarding her. Foster has 3 fouls. Got to be careful. Hutchison picks up the dribble up top. He's going to get off to Bailey. She's playing with 4 fouls. Nichols almost with a steal. Hutchison now on the dribble, guarded by Evans. She goes baseline. Feeds Johnson. Johnson off the heel, no good. Rebound comes down to Emery Keebaugh. Keebaugh gets it up to Kirsten Evans. She'll bring it up the floor for the Lady Cyclones. They trail by 8, just over 2 to play. Hadel thought about the 3, pulls back. Goes up top to Foster Nichols. Nichols on the dribble, right side. Nichols goes all the way to the basket. Takes a shot. It's blocked, out of bounds. Cyclones retain possession underneath. 2:09 to play. Evans to throw it in for the Lady Cyclones. Finds Hadel. Check that. Ficken. She's going to pull a 3 off the heel. No good. Long rebound comes out to Hadel. Knocked out of her hands. Goes out of bounds, and it stays with the Cyclones. .203 to play. Cyclone basketball. Here's Nichols up top. Right side to Hadel. Hadel drives the lane, shoots, and scores. Brooklyn Hadel with 2 points. 6 in the quarter, and it's a 6-point ball game, and at 50 to play. Bulldogs now get it across half court. Almost a steal by the Cyclones. Here's Reichenberger. A 3-pointer. No good. This one off the heel. Rebound comes down to the Cyclones, and we're going to have a foul. Emery Keebaugh with hustle after that rebound. She's fouled as she goes to the floor with 1:36 to play. And it's a 6-point game. Let's check the foul here. That's the 10th team foul. That's going to go on Johnson. That's her 3rd. So Emery Keebaugh steps to the free throw line first time tonight. The Cyclones trailing by 6. She'll get 2. Here's the first one. Off the heel, no good. Second free throw upcoming. This one is down for Emery, and it's a 5-point game. 1:36 to play. Cyclones applying full court pressure, and we're going to have a foul on Keebaugh in the backcourt. Bulldogs hadn't inbounded the ball yet. Emery was guarding her offensive player. Commits the foul. See who the shooter is going to be. I believe it's going to be Reichenberger. It is. She will go to the line. So 3 fouls on Emery Keebaugh. And Riley Reichenberger goes to the free throw line where she missed her last 2. First one up and good. 1 of 3 for Reichenberger in the 4th quarter. Mania McPherson checks back in for the Lady Bulldogs. Here's the second free throw from Reichenberger. And she got it. So she went 0 for 2 last time at the stripe, 2 for 2 this time. 48-41 your score in favor of Independence. Here's Evans, brings it up, finds Ficken right side. Here's Nichols, 15-footer, baseline, no good. And we're going to have a foul on the rebound. We're going to stay on this end, it looks like. Emery Keebaugh went up for the rebound. Camden Etchison was on her back and just a little too aggressively, let's say. She put Keebaugh on the floor, so Emery will go to the free throw line with 2 more. One of two moments ago. Really needs both of these right here to cut this lead. 48-41 the score. First one is up and down. Emory with a very flat free throw. Not a lot of archer in there. Sneaks it right over the front of that rim. Let's see if she can do it again. 3 dribbles for the right-hander. She hits the front of the rim that time, no good. So 48-42 your score. Here come the Bulldogs. Eichenberger up the floor, cut off the baseline, turns, goes up top, and we got a foul. It's going to be on Nichols. That's going to be her 4th. Pass was intended for number 12, Abby Bailey. Nichols went for the ball, but got more of Bailey's head. So she hits the deck. She's okay. She's up ready to shoot. Here come her 2 free throws. Bailey's first. Off the heel, no good. She got 13 on the night. 6-point lead for the Bulldogs. Upcoming, the second free throw. And that one falls. Bailey makes 1 of 2. It's a 7-point game, a little over a minute to play. Evans out top now. Got to get some offense and get it quick. Here's Evans. Thought about the 3, gives to Ficken. She goes to the basket. Kicks it off to Hadel baseline. Hadel cut off by 2 defenders. Now she's got to dribble back out. Cyclones using time here. Here's Foster Nichols. She's going to go inside, and the ball is knocked away and stolen. Now we're going to have a jump ball. Or we're going to have a foul. Which is it going to be? The officials looking at each other, and they're going to call a foul. Who's it going to be on? Well, we've got an injured Cyclone here on the floor. It looks like Emory Keebaugh is down, grabbing her right side. I believe the foul is going to be on Independence. It looks like they put up, perhaps that's against McPherson. If it is, that's her 4th. Attending to Emory Keebaugh on the court. There are players all over the place. Didn't really see what happened, but she's kind of grabbing her right side, her right hip. Looks like Richards is going to check in for her. Now, here's the thing. If Keebaugh is injured, but she was the one who was fouled, and has to come out, then Richards is going to be the one that goes in to shoot her free throws. So let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back and sort it all out. You're listening to Lady Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
The KOFO Sports Guide is the best way for you to follow your favorite high school or Ottawa University teams throughout the year. Football, basketball, soccer, and wrestling, baseball and tennis, track, golf, softball, and more. Pick up your free KOFO Sports Guide at Ottawa Co-op, Arvis Bank, Edward Jones Representative Ryan Henningsen, and Ottawa University. You can also find the KOFO Sports Guide online at KOFO.com.
Play ball! And we're back. The injured Lady Cyclone is Emory Keebaugh. She's being helped off the court right now, obviously in pain, limping on her right side. She was grabbing her hip. So they're going to set her down on the bench and check things out. But we need to sort out who the shooter is on the foul. So the foul was on McPherson, and that's her 3rd. I checked that. That's her 4th. So Richards came into the ballgame to replace Emory Keebaugh. She's going to be at the free throw line now, so she's coming off the bench to shoot 2. Lady Cyclones trail by 7, 53 seconds to go in this ballgame. And she makes the first one. 2 of 3 on the night. Second free throw for Richards. She got them both. And we got a timeout on the floor. Charge to the Lady Cyclones. 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this. Don't go away. Lady Cyclone Basketball right here on KOFO.
Have you ever heard the saying, there's no such thing as a free lunch? Well, that's not true for students in Kansas. Free breakfast, too. Every student, every age, every school day. All you have to do is be enrolled at a Kansas school and enjoy eating safe and delicious meals free of charge. Turns out there really are free lunches because healthy food fuels hungry minds.
Brought to you by the Kansas Department of Education, the USDA, and this station.
Well, Marissa Richards hits 2 free throws with 53.8 on the clock and brings the Cyclones within 5 in this ball game. Emory Keebaugh out with an injury, still being tended to on the sideline. But a 5-point deficit for the Lady Cyclones, and this game's going to really come down to free throws. Both teams in the double bonus. Cyclones down by 5, so if they don't get to stop quick, they're going to have to look to foul. Reichenberger 2 for 4 in the 4th quarter. Bailey 1 for 2, and Johnson 2 for 4. So not exactly stellar free throw shooting by the Bulldogs, but nonetheless, you're going to have to put somebody on the line unless you can get a steal here pretty quick. Lady Cyclone set up a full court press. Bulldogs have to go the length of the court. They lead by 5 with the basketball. Ball comes inbounds. Back court. And they break the press. Bailey all the way across half court by herself. Here's McPherson on the far side. She's fouled by Richards. Not a bad foul. McPherson has not been to the free throw line tonight. This will be her first of 2. 45 seconds on the clock. Mania Richards, 5'3" junior. She'll step to the free throw line. 3 dribbles, a ball spin, and it's up, and it's good. So McPherson, her first free throw of the night, nailed it. 6-point game. Here comes her second. And that one off no good. Rebound comes down to the Cyclones. Trailing by 6, 43 seconds. Here's Evans across the timeline with the left hand. Looks to Richards. She's going to pull a 3. And she's going to hit it far side. Marissa Richards with a 3-point basket. 50-47. It's a 3-point game with 30 seconds. Here's a steal by the Cyclones. Nichols with the basketball. She goes up and she's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line shooting 2. Great defense that time by the Cyclones. Get the steal. That foul's going to go on Etchison. That's going to be her 4th. So at 27.3 on the clock, Foster Nichols steps to the free throw line. She's yet to score in this 4th quarter. And as I say that, she makes the free throw, her first point to the 4th. Her 9th of the night. 2-point ball game. Second free throw, big one here. Got them both. We've got a 1-point game with 27 seconds left to play. Inbound. Independence brings it up the floor. We got a foul in the backcourt. Foul's going to go on Brooklyn Hadel. It's going to be Brooklyn's 3rd. And it's going to send Independence to the free throw line. It looks like number 12, Abby Bailey, will go to the line. She's 3 for 4 tonight. 1-point ball game. Cyclones. Gritty comeback here in this 4th quarter. She misses the first free throw. She'll have one more, but nonetheless, it could be a 2-point game. Second throw on the way. In and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Evans for the Cyclones, and she throws it away. Evans throws it away right to Bailey. Now the Cyclones have to foul, and they do. Boy, Kirsten wants that ball back so bad. She saw an outlet. She saw Hadel down the court. What she didn't see was the defender coming at her. That foul's going to go on Hadel. That's going to be her 4th. And we're going to have timeout on the floor. They handed the ball to the shooter, Etchison, but the official called timeout. Coach Skirmond wanted that for the Lady Cyclones, so they go ahead and give them the timeout with 16.5 on the clock. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 50-49 is your score. Independence leads the Lady Cyclones by 1. They've trailed all of this ball game. They've trailed by 8. They've trailed by 9. They've trailed by 7. They've trailed by 4. They chip away, and they've cut it back to a 1-point ball game, 50-49. With 16.5 to play. So we've got some good action to finish this one up. Again, this is from the Burlington Invitational Tournament. They'll play again on Friday. They'll play again on Saturday. All of that depending on what happens the rest of the night and what happens in the next 16.5 seconds. We'll let you know. Camden Etchison, she's a 5'4" sophomore. She steps to the free throw line. She's not shot a free throw tonight. She has had 3 threes. Her first is good. 2-point ball game. Hadel with 4 fouls for the Cyclones. Foster Nichols with 4 fouls for the Cyclones. Sophia Ficken with 4 fouls for the Cyclones. Second one short. So it's a 2-point game. Rebound Cyclones. Ficken now up the court. And we've got a timeout. Let's take one as well. The last 12.9 coming your way as the Lady Cyclones trail by 2 to the Independence Lady Bulldogs. It's Lady Cyclone basketball on KOFO.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Well, it's a great game for the first round of the tournament here for the Ottawa Lady Cyclones. They trail by 2 points to the Independence Lady Bulldogs. They've clawed their way back in the second half to make it a 2-point game, trailing by 4, 7, 9, and now it's a 2-pointer. 12.9 to go. Brooklyn Hadel will throw it in for the Lady Cyclones. She gets it to Ficken. She gets it to Evans, top of the key. Kirsten, right side. 9 seconds to go. Inside, Sophia Ficken, turnaround shot is good. Bank shot with 5 to go. It's a 51-all game. And now the Cyclones foul in the backcourt. With 1.8 to go, the ball game tied at 51. We've got a foul in the backcourt. That's going to send Abby Bailey to the free throw line. The Cyclones tie it up on a shot by Sophia Ficken, but a foul on the inbound and a chance to win this ball game for the Bulldogs. First free throw. Off, no good. It's Bailey at the free throw line. She missed her last 2. One more here might salt this game away. If she misses, you've got to get the rebound if you're the Lady Cyclones. Shot up. And good. Bailey makes the second. Cyclones get it in. Ficken's going to try one from half court. One-handed off the rim, no good. And the Lady Cyclones lose this ball game by 1. Final score, Independence 52, Lady Cyclones 51. We'll be back in 2 minutes to wrap this one up. You're listening to Lady Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
What3words.com is part of a new mapping system that the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center can use to determine your location. This system divides the entire surface of the Earth into a grid of 3-meter squares. Each square is assigned a unique sequence of 3 words that will never change. These words can be provided to emergency personnel to direct them to your exact location. Suppose you're in a large public area, such as a hiking park or stadium. An address might give the 911 dispatcher a general idea of where to find you, but What3words.com narrows that general idea to a precise spot. You can utilize this service online at What3words.com. That's What3words.com, or download the app for immediate access. The Franklin County Emergency Communications Center encourages parents to add the app to their child's phone and instruct them in how to use it. As always, if you have questions, the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center is here to help. This message is brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
It's easy when the calendar says winter for your mind to wander to warmer days ahead, like spring. And when your mind wanders to spring, what do you think of? Yeah, us too. The KOFO Home Base Home and Garden Expo is back this spring, March 5th and 6th at the ORC Goppert Building in Ottawa. Booth space for vendors is available now, but will fill up fast. So if your business is all about home, garden, or anything else that says spring, call KOFO today at 785-242-1220 or email sales@kofo.com. With hundreds of your potential customers visiting the KOFO Home Base Home and Garden Expo over 2 days, March 5th and 6th, you can't afford to miss out. It's your booth to do with what you want, and advertising to tell your story to those who need to hear it and need what you've got to offer. Call today, 785-242-1220, or email sales@kofo.com. We're looking forward to seeing you again in the beautiful confines of the ORC Goppert Building, March 5th and 6th at the KOFO Home Base Home and Garden Expo. Reserve your booth today.
Well, the Ottawa Lady Cyclones trailed the whole ball game, and they tied it up with 1.8 seconds to go, but a foul on the inbounds play put the Independence Lady Bulldogs at the free throw line, with Abby Veely making 1 of 2 and salting this game away with 1.8 to go with a 52-51 win, Bulldogs over the Lady Cyclones. In the ball game for Independence, 3 players in double figures, Camden Etchison with 10, Riley Reichenberger with 14. That included a couple of threes there in the second half. And Abby Bailey, who made the game-winning free throw with under 2 seconds to play, finished tonight with 15. For the Lady Cyclones, 3 players in double figures as well. Foster Nichols with 10 in the ball game, Brooklyn Hadel with 11, and Sophia Ficken finishes the ball game as a Cyclones leading scorer with 15. So again, the final score, Lady Bulldogs 52, Lady Cyclones 51. So Ottawa, both teams will play in the losers bracket now on Friday. The boys dropping their game earlier tonight to Paola 57-42. Lady Cyclones fall 52-51 to the Independence Lady Bulldogs. We thank you for listening tonight. I want to thank Lars back at the station for running the show there, and we thank you for joining us. Again, join us tomorrow night for Ottawa University Braves basketball here on KOFO, and Hoop Talk on Thursday, more Cyclone basketball on Friday and on Saturday. Thank you for joining us. That's it tonight from the Burlington Invitational Tournament. I'm Derek Chappell. Thank you for listening to Cyclone basketball on KOFO.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa Cyclone basketball on KOFO. Brought to you by CarStar, Arvest Bank, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Sutton's Jewelry. Cyclone basketball on KOFO is also brought to you by Advent Health Ottawa, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, and by Quality Structures, Ottawa University, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Airport, also by State Farm Agent Keith King, Ottawa High School, Hepner Appraisal Service, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, and Kansas State Bank. For more information about our next Ottawa Cyclone basketball broadcast, log on to the KOFO Sports page at KOFO.com and listen Monday through Saturday for the KOFO Sports Calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your